It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson with colleagues Shaq and Ken Smith. And on tap tonight, it's the Sacramento Kings going up against the Los Angeles Clippers at Staples Center. For Los Angeles, playing under 500 basketball over the last 10 games, they can do better, and they'll try to get on the winning side tonight. And the Sacramento fans so happy to still have their Kings team after it seemed certain they'd make the move to Seattle. They kept the faith, and they were rewarded.
Not only that, Ernie, a brand new arena, the Golden One Center. The business of basketball is booming in Sacramento. I should know. I'm part owner.
I know, and I hear that it's very user-friendly, the Golden One Center.
You don't need any tickets, Ernie. As soon as you walk in, if your Bluetooth is enabled, of course, we will contact you, locate you on your phone, and direct you to your seats.
Wow, how about that?
That's an unbelievable
development.
Yeah. Well, all the Kings have to do now is start winning, Chuck.
I agree.
You know,
you're part owner, and he used to play for these guys.
I agree.
11-year playoff drought. It is thirsty up there for wins.
Don't remind me.
Time to go courtside. Kevin Harlan's got the call.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Kings come into town for this one. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. And that's certainly what we have in store for us today. Along with Steve Smith and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And our friend on the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who we'll be hearing from shortly. Looking back to the last matchup between these two teams, it was the Clippers coming out on top against Sacramento.
And the previous meeting was a win for them and a huge day for the bench. The reserves really stepped it up with their scoring.
Getting good production from the reserves on a daily basis is a key ingredient to any team's success.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, DeAndre Jordan shoots with his left hand, but he bowls with his right. He throws with his right, and he finishes with his right around the rim. But he insists he's left-handed. He said, I tried to shoot with my right hand, and it was pretty much the same, maybe worse. I'm going to stick with the left because I've been practicing that for a while. Kevin?
Interesting strategy, DA. Thank you. Jordan shoots a high percentage from the field. You can't fault him for using that logic. Well, Smitty, we have a fantastic matchup between two of the top centers in the league right in front of us here. It's a throwback to an era of an earlier time when big men were dominant in this league.
Kevin, I remember those days when you just sat down, you wanted to see Shaq versus Ewing, Akeem versus David Robinson. Those were fun. Yes, as a guard, we had matchups, but you know that was different. Those were the big man battles.
Yes.
I miss those days.
I do too. So Sacramento will get the first possession. Now Sacramento starting five. Labissiere and Cauley Stein are the bigs. Hield is out there with Fox, and it's Jackson in at the 3 spot. Now here's Hield. The dish now to Fox. Labissiere with the screen for Fox. Shot clock at 6. Over Beverly. Fox, no good. On defense, the Kings. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And in that one, it was all about shutting down the paint. They were just terrific in terms of their rim protection.
It was big-time shot blocking. They were energetic, intimidating, and that really affected the outcome.
And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Hield with it. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against San Antonio. Here's Jackson. He can't hit that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
I mean, they were so impressive offensively. And when you do that, that can really help you on the road.
It's one thing to play inspired defense in that situation, but to get in that kind of offensive rhythm away from home, phenomenal.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
Shooting 2.
That free throw missing.
Patrick Beverly is a tone setter, someone who doesn't back down from anyone. I admire his confidence.
And he's good on the second.
And the Clippers are known as a high wire act, and rightfully so with their stars. This team is also one that can at times lock it down defensively. I don't think they get enough credit for what they do on that side of the ball.
Now here's Fox. An 11-point game for him in the win against San Antonio. Here's Hield. And it's good, 2 points.
The defense cannot afford to give him an inch that close to the basket because he will burn you every time.
The Clippers not a team known for their defense, but quite often the last few years, it's been the deciding factor for them in games.
Yeah, and I think it starts with the pressure they place on ball handlers. You know, they can throw double teams or pick up far out from the hoop. They've got shot blocking inside to erase mistakes as well.
And here is Fox. After Tobias Harris getting his shot to go from deep, launches a 3. Hield can't hit. Sacramento on defense, trailing by 4. Gallinari out of bounds. Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. And here we can now take a look at how the ratio was between the 3s and the 2s last season for the Clippers.
And they were focused on spreading the floor and getting good looks from three-point range. That was the key to their offense. They put in a lot of work on the perimeter.
Bradley dishes to Gallinari, and the rejection by Cauley Stein. Jackson passes to Fox. Back to Jackson, expanding his range. Here's Hield. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Harris. Los Angeles leading by 4. And here's Beverly. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Clippers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Outside Jordan. There's the screen. He dishes it to Harris. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And Tobias Harris, the former Tennessee Volunteer. You would think a player who has been so efficient, Steve, on offense his whole career wouldn't have bounced around as much as he has.
It is surprising how much he's changed teams. Always a factor on offense, and he doesn't need many touches. If I'm a coach, I love to have him as an option.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Harris.
And well, last season for the Kings, they were in the hunt for a good stretch there early on, but kind of fell out of playoff contention and finally decided to pull the trigger and trade DeMarcus Cousins. It marked a major direction change that this team, I think, wanted to make.
And the Kings making a change here. Randolph has checked in. And the Cousins deal, Greg, has really been examined. But what is clear is that the Kings wanted to get younger and start rebuilding.
And you can argue if the trade was the right move or not, but management felt it was. The team's thinking was they wanted to change the atmosphere of the locker room, fully committed to bringing in youth and doing things from the ground up.
An underrated athlete, Danilo Gallinari is built to operate out in space.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Now, here's Fox. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. 9 feet out, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the Clippers get called for the foul.
They call it old school. That's what it is when you watch Zach Randolph play the game of basketball. He's got such great skill and touch around the basket. We call it the old man game, and I tell you what, he gets it done every night.
First free throw is good. You know, as you've said, Greg, all the time, Zach Randolph can roll out of bed and get you 20.
I mean, he's just a natural scorer. He can post up, he can face up, and he just stays with it. An excellent offensive rebounder. This guy just has that nuance to his game that's made him so effective.
Both shots good from the stripe.
You know, over the years, Zach Randolph has proven to be the perfect leader. He commands respect, and he gets it from his teammates.
Now, here's Beverly. The pass to Bradley. Overhealed, and it's Bradley. That time on the assist by Beverly. Bradley's got his first points of the game.
And no doubt they've been the more efficient team in this first half.
Because they've been patient, they're finding good shots. That's why they've hit a much higher percentage from the floor.
Here's Randolph. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Harris. Los Angeles leading by 8. In the corner, Bradley with it. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Cauley-Stein controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Cauley-Stein's got his second basket of the game.
You have to box him out or he's going to beat you to the glass on both sides of the floor.
And we get a chance to check out the numbers for Cauley-Stein. 9th in field goal percentage, 12th in blocks. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And back to his phenomenal efficiency from 3, top 10 in the league. His consistent shooting creates so many openings in the defense. Now, here's Randolph. 9 points last game, and the shot goes in.
And the defense has no answer for Zach Randolph when he gets that deep inside. He just excels at scoring over them.
Kicks to Gallinari. Jordan with the screen on Jackson. Gallinari dishes to Beverly. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Randolph sets a screen for Fox. Pass to Randolph. Over Beverly. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Los Angeles leading by 7. Gallinari outside. No good on the triple.
And I'll tell you, the sooner this quarter can end, the happier he'll be. It's been tough making shots.
Hield can't hit.
The open mid-range jump shot. He knows he has to hit that one.
Bradley kicks to Beverly. Back to Bradley. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And he gets it back. That one drops for him. And that's now 6 points for Willie Cauley-Stein. Fox against Beverly. Jordan at the elbow. Over Cauley-Stein. And again, no good by the Clippers. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
And he runs the floor with a purpose that time. Excellent play.
You know what? And a late reaction by the transition D takes it himself uncontested.
And now Sacramento on the break. Now here's Hield. Defense right on him. Fox against Beverly. with the teardrop. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And you love to watch the players attack the rack. Everybody does. Smitty, who do you think are some of the best slashers right now in the NBA?
I think DeMar DeRozan, he does a great job of playing without the basketball. You see LeBron James, he has it in his hands, but when Kyrie has it, you see he slashes. Antetokounmpo, Andrew Wiggins. Those are some of the guys that are the best in the business without the basketball.
Fun to watch him, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Kufis checked in for Cauley Stein. Carter comes in for Jackson. Shumpert is checked in for Hield. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Fox. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Here's Temple. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And the rejection by Marjanovic.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
The shot's good. And the Clippers lead by 3.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
It's deflected. Outside Williams. Not enough on that one as it misses. Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Carter, the pass to Temple. Picked by Randolph. The Clippers grab the miss.
You know, not sure if it's him or the defense, but just something's off tonight.
Especially in this quarter. He's had a few shots that looked like they would fall, but things haven't gone his way.
Sacramento with the ball. Following the miss by Austin Rivers. Here's Temple. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. 5 on the clock. Here's Carter. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Teodosic. He had 10 points in the win against Memphis. Pass to Marjanovic. That shot off the mark. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. Good on the 3-point shot. Carter's got 5 now.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter.
Pass to Teodosic. Back to Williams. Picked by Harrell. It's Williams with the drive. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Williams has got his first bucket of the night. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Temple dishes to Carter. Goes up to the stripe. Does not score with that shot. It's his second miss against 2 made shots. It's Williams with the drive. Rivers gets a wide open look. No good with the triple. 1:58 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Shumpert. Got a hand on it. Carter against Rivers. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Well, you have to give a lot of credit to Austin Rivers for how he has improved since his rookie season.
And one big reason for Rivers earning his spot is his improved efficiency. Had trouble shooting from the mid-range and out early on and worked on that part of his game, which opened up everything else for his skill.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. You think back to the start of Austin Rivers' NBA career and you see just how far he's come as a player. Has always had the physical skills and speed, but has made big leaps, I think, Steve, in his play.
You know what? You're right, Kevin. Looking back at his rookie year, he just seemed overwhelmed. But now he's on the floor. He looks in complete control. Game has slowed down for him. He has become a much more efficient player.
good on both.
Austin Rivers, the son of a famed player and basketball coach Doc, making an impact in this league with his overall play.
Here's Temple. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Randolph. Misses off the left iron.
He's a little uncomfortable in that in-between area, and the defense plays him that way.
And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Kings trailing. Shumpert gets a wide open look. The putback. Teodosic grabs the miss.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And Milos Teodosic, one of the bigger names in basketball not to play in the NBA last season, Greg.
Yeah, I mean, the Clippers brought him over from Europe to help kind of ease the loss of Chris Paul. He's a terrific playmaker who is one of the best passers in the world, and not young, but respected by many around the globe.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Well, you knew with all the potential free agents with the Clippers last offseason, they could look different this year. And you can't avoid change, as we all know, in the NBA.
You're so right, Kevin. A very different team makeup now for the Clippers. Hard to replace a player like Chris Paul. We'll see what this new look roster can do.
So he gets them both.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
And Temple kicks to Kufis. Shumpert a screen for Marjanovic. They set the screen. Here's Temple. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
At the elbow, it's Kufis. Right side, Randolph. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Zach Randolph so smart with his pump fake, effectively fooling his man and simply going right up into the contact.
The Kings shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. There's 25 seconds left in the first. Here's Teodosic. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. 11 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. 6 to shoot. Here's Rivers. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Clippers lead by 5. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And one of our game's most explosive dunkers, DeAndre Jordan, tells us what it feels like to be DeAndre Jordan.
And you jump 20 feet in the air, it's like you're flying for a quick second. And then I've learned that
how good the dunk was on the reaction of my teammates.
And for a guy like DeAndre, and a guy of DeAndre's size, guys, it's hard to believe how fluid he is in the air.
He's got some body torque into those jams, and just all around, he seems to improve his game every year.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
I mean, through one, you have to like the effort, especially on that defensive end.
There are several ways, as you know, to take control of a game. Getting stops is one of them.
Marjanovic is out there with Harrell, and it's Rivers, then it's Williams, and it's Teodosic in at the point guard position. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Here's Carter. That doesn't go either for Carter.
Still no rhythm. This may be a time when you want to make the extra pass. Give someone else a chance. The defense fortunate there. He's a guy you hate to leave wide open.
Here's Temple. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. This year kicks to Kufis. Labissiere, the screen. 6 to shoot. Kufis, the pass to Temple. No one near Labissiere as he lets it go. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
And the speed in which Labissiere gets his shot off, the D is helpless to do anything to prevent that from going in.
Now here's Williams. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle too.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
The former Sixth Man of the Year in 2015, Lou Williams, can fill it up in a hurry.
Sweet Lou. I mean, he is a terrific shooter, uses that fadeaway to create some space, and he has really become a master at getting himself to the free throw line. He excels in this role in terms of creating efficient offense off the bench.
That's good from Williams.
You look at the trajectory of Williams' career. Second-round pick, started slow, but his game has aged like a fine wine.
And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Williams leading the charge. Gallinari dishes to Rivers. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Rivers has got 6.
And this is the value of letting the play develop. You find the weakness in the defense.
And Temple kicks to Shumpert. And there's the feed to Kufis. Labissiere, the screen. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And Smitty, as an NBA player, you got to travel all over the country and see just about every major metro area in the nation. When you were playing, you were doing all that traveling, which city did you always look forward to playing in the most?
You know, Kevin, I thought it was Miami when I left Miami because I had the friends. And let me be honest, the weather and getting a chance to go back to the restaurants. But I think the energy and the basketball knowledge of the fans just walking around is New York City. You have great conversations with people at a deli all around the city of New York, and then playing in the Mecca. New York was my favorite place.
And they made you feel appreciated there, whether they despised you because you were good and were going to hurt the Knicks, or you were playing for New York and they could cheer you on. Am I right?
Yeah, you're totally right. The one thing they did, Kevin, like you said, playing well or not, or rooting for you or not, they always told you the truth.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for Austin Rivers, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Lou Williams. And then for Sacramento, Jackson, he's checked in for Carter. Hield comes in for Shumpert, and it's Fox in for Garrett Temple. And you look at this Kings roster, and Greg, you can see the youth movement is in full effect.
Yeah, and Buddy Hield headlines the group as he comes over in that Cousins trade. Skal Labissiere and Willie Cauley-Stein, also a big part of this team's future. And then getting Fox as a rookie to kind of run the ship, another great building block.
Here's Jackson. Tobias Harris picking up that last basket.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. He kicks to Bradley. Back to Harris. Clippers moving the ball around. Jordan the screen. Here's Beverley. The putback. Kufis grabs the miss. The Kings trail by 8. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Gallinari. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Fox passes to Hield. They get it back. And Labissiere gets it to go. Labissiere's got his second basket of the game.
And Labissiere is a tireless worker on the boards, hitting them relentlessly and coming away with additional opportunities for his team.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Costa Koufos. Here's Bradley. Jordan inside, working on Cauley-Stein, and Jordan gets it to go.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Kings trail by 8. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. 13 feet away. Sacramento with a fresh shot clock. Labissiere, no good. Clippers have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Harris outside. From outside the arc. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
You know what, I'll tell you, he's got nothing here in the second quarter after just one made shot in the first.
Hield kicks to Fox. Outside Jackson. Feeds to Hield. Labissiere, the screen. It's stolen by Harris. Outside Bradley. And Labissiere sends it back.
And like how aggressive Labissiere is on defense, using that wide frame to turn back shots. Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
And as good as Gallinari can be on the offensive side, Greg, he's a bit of a one-way player.
Yeah, and Gallinari is best in a situation where you can kind of hide him on defense. You want him out there on the floor due to his genius in terms of the offensive game, but he can't hang with most starting caliber forwards defensively.
That free throw good from Gallinari.
Up and down career for Gallinari. A skilled forward with size, has struggled because of health.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento.
The Clippers with another early playoff exit last season. You still have to like the core of this team. Window might be closing, but they're always competitive.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Tobias Harris. He's one of the standouts over the last month. He's right around 17 points a night, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Well, and we've seen defenses try to adjust, but he has the intelligence along with the talent, just finds new ways to beat them.
Now here's Hield. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And Steve, tough to lose Chris Paul, but what do you like with this new roster in Los Angeles with the Clippers?
Well, Kevin, they did sign Danilo Gallinari. That gives them some size and shooting on the perimeter. They added depth in the backcourt without Chris Paul. They added Patrick Beverley and others. They'll look to do it by committee.
And the first one at the line is good. And Smitty, I can see on a court where you have a favorite spot to shoot, but were you the kind of guy too, because you were such an outstanding shooter, that you had to receive the ball at a certain place, like on your hip or around your shoulder, in front or on the side? Was that important to your shot?
Hey, Kevin, great question. A lot of guys like it in different situations. They call it a shot pocket, but I kind of liked it on my left side to kind of grab it with my left hand so I can catch it. Then I can rip through an all-in-one motion or pump fake. So putting it on that left hand was where I really liked it, Kevin.
It was in your rhythm, right? That's exactly where you could catch, and that was the rhythm that you would establish for yourself.
Yeah, for sure. And every time it was there, you just felt like it was going in. Obviously, if it wasn't perfect, you still had to make the shot. But that's where I liked it, right on that left hand to go right into my shot.
Fox dishes to Cauley-Stein. They set the pick. On the wing, Hield. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
I'll tell you, he just hasn't been able to get it done on the offensive end. It's kind of dragged down the team.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Los Angeles leading by 11. Now here's Beverly. Dishes it to Gallinari. To the inside, Harris. And Labissiere sends it back. Fox against Beverly. On the wing, Hield. Now here's Cauley Stein. Guarded closely. Off the screen. Again, Hield missing for Los Angeles. They've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting.
And on some plays, everything goes your way except for the finish.
Now, here's Fox. Following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. Now, here's Hield. Guarded by Bradley. Jackson setting the pick here for Hield. Just 5 on the clock. Cauley Stein. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Now Beverly. He feeds it to Bradley. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. The dish to Beverly. There's Gallinari with the 3. It's rebounded by Labissiere. Labissiere's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
You can see the frustration. They hold the lead, but he wants to be able to contribute.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
I think it very well could be. That might be the game-changing play that helps push them over the top.
Now here's Hield. Following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. Hield, the pass to Fox. Gallinari against Jackson. He dishes it to Fox. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the Clippers. They've led by as many as 11 points. Well, they've got the Lakers ahead of them after this game, and the next game it'll be played in Los Angeles. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. The Kings trail by 7. Jackson in the corner. Sinks the three-pointer. Jackson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator, and that's one reason why his team is playing well.
Now, here's Bradley. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Jackson following the score by Avery Bradley. Jackson kicks to Hield. Labissiere, the screen. Hield with it. Out to the right wing. Lets it fly. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession.
And with the break here, let's look at the stats for Jordan. 1st in field goal percentage. 3rd in rebounding. And he's 3rd in the league in blocks per game with his physical tools and, of course, that innate timing to send shots away.
And you're right. He's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. Los Angeles calls timeout.
And the Kings, for so long, had not been active in free agency. You have to like the moves this organization has made to bring in some vets in the offseason. Randolph and Hill bring a lot of experience and leadership to the locker room.
Sacramento making a switch here. Zach Randolph is checked in for Cauley Stein. Carter comes in for Jackson. Ramon Shumpert is checked in for Hield. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Fox.
This is what these perimeter plays are designed to produce. Quality looks for spot-on shooters.
And Greg, the Kings wanted to have veteran leaders, and that's what they've got right now.
And the Kings are in a rebuild mode, and you need vets to lead that process. Show the youngsters the right way to do things, and I think the Kings have started to make some very savvy moves here as they begin this rebuild.
Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Teodosic, no good. The Kings trail by 9. Here's Temple. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. They swipe it. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Here's Rivers. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
And on the defensive side, just a failure to match up.
Well, the one thing you want to take away is anything at the rim. Just too easy.
And Labissiere throws it down.
And the finishing ability of Labissiere, absolutely phenomenal at jamming it down.
And there's the pass to Harrell. Out left to the wing. Pass to Teodosic. Bangs home the trifecta. Teodosic has got 10 points.
His temperature is rising. I mean, it is rising.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
And right there, a little miscommunication on that pass.
Kufis checked in for Sacramento. And it's the Clippers' ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Teodosic, the pass to Harrell. Rivers with it, and it's Carter picking him up. Rivers kicks to Marjanovic, and stolen by Kufis. They're running. Here's Temple. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Good look by Shumpert, right on the money.
Los Angeles leading by 10. Picked by Harrell. Williams passes to Teodosic. Over Kufis. Teodosic, no good.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Well, one thing you know with this Clippers franchise is they are not going to let money be a hurdle when it comes to their goal of winning a title. Ownership, Steve, has shown they're willing to put out money to get the best players on the floor.
Well, it all starts back to when this team was sold for $2 billion. Ownership is not afraid to open up their checkbook to acquire talent. Next for them is just getting to the next level and winning a championship.
He misses the free throw. Good on the second free throw. And Doc Rivers, Steve, a coach who has one of the rare distinctions of being traded from one team to another. This, of course, happened when the Celtics traded him to the Los Angeles Clippers.
I mean, Kevin, this was so odd. Doc Rivers was worth a first-round draft pick in the 2015 draft for the Clippers. Rivers asked to be moved as he didn't want to go through the rebuilding process what the Celtics had in front of them.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Clippers leading by 9.
And when you can't hold for the last possession, that's what you want to try and do.
Patience and execution. You need both here. We'll see what they run. His combination of energy and anticipation showing up on the offensive glass.
Here's Temple. And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Dave Yeager. Coach, what is going to be the focus offensively going into the second half?
Well, we try to go inside. You know, that's our strength anyways. And for us, you know, our bread is buttered inside, so we try to play high-low. And then if the threes come out of that, great, but we want to try to get everything to the rim.
Coach, it all starts with that entry pass to the big, and then everybody plays off of him. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. They played a determined brand of basketball in the second quarter and began to pull away as we reached the half. That 11-point lead must be looking good to them right now. And let us get your thoughts, big fella, on the Clippers.
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. You know, I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. Matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
And over to Kenny now. Your take on the Kings.
Well, they're trailing in this game because they're shooting under 35%. Now, I've got to give a lot of credit to the defense, forcing the shooters off their spots and making them feel uncomfortable. But if someone takes something away from you, you have to be able to adapt. So they need a whole new game plan because right now they're in trouble.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We'll see you later.
We return to Los Angeles now with a look at the Staples Center from high above the arena. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. It's been one outstanding game from Willie Cauley-Stein.
Yeah, and the fact he's posted a double-double with about half the game left to play, that's impressive.
He's been one of, if not the hardest worker over the first two quarters. His tenacity has been the difference.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Clippers leading by 11. Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Sacramento, Labissiere and Cauley-Stein are the bigs. Fox is out there with Hield, and it's Jackson in at the small forward. Shot clock at 5. Bradley can't get it to go.
And that's a surprise. He's usually deadly from mid-range.
And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That's foul number 2 for him. And here is Fox. Here's Hield.
And in terms of defending the shot, DeAndre stands out. He has great timing.
Bradley kicks to Gallinari. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. When the Kings struggled last season, Greg, they did so because they just couldn't get stops in the defensive end.
And defense, something that this team will struggle with at times. A lot of it is they don't protect the rim or close out, particularly on that three-point shot. And so much of defense just boils down to challenging shooters whenever you can. It's about giving more effort on that side of the ball.
2, 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Gallinari hits them both. The Kings trail by 13. On the wing, Hield. Good on the triple. Hield's got 5 now.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
And here's Harris from the arc. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got 11 rebounds in the game.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Labissiere, no good. Clippers leading by 10. Harris outside. Gallinari outside. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Labissiere's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Sacramento moving it around. The putback, it's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And Beverly kicks to Harris. There's the pick. Stolen by Jackson. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Coley Stein, a screen. Fox kicks to Coley Stein. Pass to Fox.
Beautiful contest there by one of the most tenacious defenders in the game, Patrick Beverly. Fantastic positioning on that offensive board. Then right back up.
Kicks to Harris. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Harris missing again. The Kings trail by 6. Pass to Hield. Stolen by Beverly. Gallinari right side. Over Jackson. Goes back up. Here's Jordan. Lays it up off the glass. Jordan's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
With his size and athleticism, no wonder DeAndre Jordan is one of the most fearsome rebounders in the game.
And Coley Stein has it in the corner. Jackson kicks to Fox. Labissiere, the screen. Fox against Beverly. Clock at 4. Here's the 3. Rebound by the Clippers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Bradley can't get it to go.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Now, here's Fox. Now, here's Labissiere. Over Harris. Sacramento again missing. Here's Gallinari. And he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle, too.
Defenses has to be careful. You know Gallinari is going to force fouls, but you have to try to prevent the N1.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line. And the Kings making a change here. Randolph is checked in. Here's Fox. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And this is what you got to do. I mean, if it ain't working, call timeout, try to figure out what you can do to fix the problem.
You know, also, it's just a chance to take a breath, regroup, get your mind set, and come back out fresh.
Now the feed to Hield. Randolph, a screen on Bradley. Stolen by Beverly. Now the Clippers moving it up. Elbow shot is on the way. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity, and it's Harris with the bucket inside. Harris has got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers. Fox kicks to Coley Stein. Feeds to Randolph. Over Harris. Bank shot, no good. The Clippers shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. And last season, Zach Randolph averaging the fewest minutes since his 2nd season in the NBA.
You know, Coach Fizdale talked about it. He said he convinced Zach to come off the bench, and he had no problem. What's this going to do? It's going to extend his career, and he is instant offense in that role, a natural fit.
Looking to end the run, and Coley Stein throws it down.
Love seeing Zach Randolph spread the wealth, not just a banger down low, but a decent distributor as well.
And Beverly kicks to Gallinari. Jordan with the screen on Jackson. Gallinari inside the three-point line. Kicks it out to Bradley. Dishes it to Beverly. Off target from outside. The Kings trail by 13. In the corner, it's Hield. That 3 off the mark.
You won't see him miss many of these. A wide open look from distance.
Gallinari attacking, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
The slashing ability of Gallinari. They like to put the ball in his hands and let him go to work.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Randolph sets a screen for Fox to the inside. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. 7 points for Zach Randolph.
A good screen made all the difference. It led to an open look.
Beverly dishes to Harris. Back to Beverly. Shoots over Fox. The 9-footer's on the mark. Beverly's got 6 points.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Fox kicks to Hield. There's the pick. Randolph a screen. Just 5 on the clock. A step back shot here. No good off the front iron.
Look, that's in his range, but he had a defender right up in his chest.
Here's Beverly. Cauley Stein grabs the board. The Kings trail by 15. Now Fox. He kicks to Hield. Cauley Stein with a screen on Bradley. And stolen by Harris. Outside Bradley. Lobs it up for Jordan. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Put it up anywhere. DeAndre Jordan can go get it.
And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And Avery Bradley won the national high school title at Findlay Prep and was considered a top 5 prospect. Some had him even at number 1, and still after one season at Texas, he fell to the Celtics at 19 in that 2010 draft.
And Bradley, a great athlete. He won the dunk contest in high school. Terrific player, but he's not a big highlight player, it seems, in the NBA, Greg.
Yeah, you know, his strength and explosiveness more on display defensively, and that's been his meal ticket. He's added skill, though. He's turned the corner and has become a two-way threat.
Sacramento making a switch here. Kufis checked in for Cauley Stein. Carter comes in for Jackson. Shumpert is checked in for Buddy Hield. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Fox. Randolph can't hit.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
And so here's Sacramento, following the three-point attempt by Lou Williams. And Shumpert kicks to Carter. Randolph a screen on Rivers. They double him with Rivers. Kufis, that's in there. Carter with the assist. Kufis has got 7 points in the game.
I like to see that. Taking it up strong in traffic.
Los Angeles leading by 15. And there's a whistle that goes on him on Shumpert. That is his first foul of the game.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Williams against Shumpert. Outside Williams, and the pass to Marjanovic. Here's Rivers. Here's Harrell. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Temple, the pass to Randolph. He feeds it to Carter. Back to Randolph. That's tipped. Here's Teodosic. And they will call over the back on the play.
Yeah, good box out. Keeps him shielded off and then draws the over-the-back call.
Over eager to make a play. Got out of control. That's an unnecessary foul.
The Kings trail by 17. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
There's the dish to Randolph. Randolph a screen. Just 5 to shoot. Over Harrell. And Randolph with the basket on the assist by Carter. And it's 9 points for Zach Randolph.
And Randolph's skill in knocking down their mid-range jump shot is important to this team. Helps to have a big man with a jumper.
Williams kicks to Marjanovic. pass to Teodosic. In the corner, Harrell with it. The three-pointer off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Shumpert dishes to Temple. Picked by Randolph. The floater. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Randolph's got 6 points in the quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Passes to Rivers. On the wing, Williams. Back to Rivers. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Vince Carter picks one up. That one is off. Labissiere's checked in for Zach Randolph. And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both. The Kings trail by 13, and Carter has it in the corner, launches it, sinks the three-pointer. Carter's got his third basket of the night right there.
I mean, defensively, you have to close out harder than that.
There's a screen by Marjanovic. Marjanovic with a screen for Rivers. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And here's a look now at the shot chart showing the field goals attempted locations for Hield.
And when you look at this shot chart, you get a good visual of just how often they are settling for something outside. They have to know that this defense wants them to take those kinds of shots, and they would be a lot better off if they recommit to attacking the basket.
And the first one at the line is good. Rivers hits both of them. We've got 1:18 left in the third. And Temple kicks to Carter. To the paint. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. Los Angeles leading by 10. Rivers passes to Teodosic. He can't get that one, so the Kings will take it the other way. Carter kicks to Shumpert. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
And this comeback was fueled by doing it on both ends of the floor. Let's see if they have that same energy level to keep this up.
Williams against Shumpert. He dishes it to Temple. Back to Shumpert. Kicks to Carter. Labissiere, the screen. Clock at 6. And it's Koufos missing.
Yeah, you love the solid screen, but what you hate is just the inability to finish.
You can see he's frustrated with that one. Knows it's up to him to make that play.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Lou Williams.
Another made free throw. He can get on these kinds of rolls. Great focus.
There's a good screen. Shumpert dishes to Temple. Lets a floater go. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And you can't end the period any better than that.
Yeah, I agree. Shot clock doing his thing. He times it out perfectly.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. Back to the action after this word. And now let's hear what head coach Dave Yeager was reviewing with his team.
Stay aggressive, keep them moving. Don't let them stand and get set up and scheme up.
And that's Dave Yeager laying out the key points for his team over this next stretch.
Yeah, I mean, he really wants the ball and his guys to remain in constant motion. Keep the defense on defense.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play getting started. We've got Teodosic. Harrell is out there with Austin Rivers. Then there's Marjanovic, and it's Williams at the 2. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
And a lot to like about that play, particularly how it ends.
Yeah, at the rack. That's what you want in transition, a high percentage look.
One shot.
That's good from Carter.
Yeah, Carter just a freak of nature, one of the best dunkers the game has ever seen, a top-tier shooting guard who just embraces the spotlight.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
There's the pick. Temple the pass to Kufis. Banked in off the glass.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Teodosic, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul that goes against Sacramento. And he knocks down the first one. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for the Kings. And good on the second, so he makes them both. We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's Temple. Pass to Hield. And there's the feed to Labissiere. Misses the three. Los Angeles leading by 7. Here's Rivers. Koufos grabs the miss. Koufos has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Temple. Feeds to Carter. 6 on the shot clock. And the baseline jumper, no good. And Los Angeles guys, shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Koufos with the block. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Kept alive. Labissiere. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
And once Labissiere has that kind of position down there, it's pretty much over already. So skilled at draining baskets from that range.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And then for Sacramento, Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Koufos. Jackson comes in for Vince Carter. And it's Fox in for Garrett Temple. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He was pretty clear-cut to them. He said, look, we need to play with some edge out there. I don't care what the lead is. Do not back off.
Thanks so much, David.
And the defender there, a little out of position. Harris sees this, takes advantage, draws the foul.
That's good from Harris.
Crazy for Tobias Harris after signing a massive $64 million contract in 2015. He was traded just a few months later. Doesn't happen like that very often.
And Harris drops them both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
To the middle. Here's Labissiere. And Labissiere throws it down.
Oh, up high and down hard with that one-hander.
He got a little extra forceful. You're right with that one. Sacramento with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Outside for Jackson. Sacramento moving it around. Everly with the ball. Jordan with a screen on Fox. And Beverly kicks to Jordan. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. The Kings trail by 5. Here's Fox. Gallinari with the rebound.
You know he would like to have that one back. A clear look from the mid-range.
Stolen by Jackson. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Jackson's got the ball.
Yeah, well, I mean, once he gets the ball, it's just off to the races.
And you have to like the punctuation at the end of it. Great individual play.
Now, here is Gallinari. Here's Jordan. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Labissiere's got 8 rebounds in this game. Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Harris. Clippers leading by 3. Here's Gallinari. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Poked away. Gallinari with the steal. Dishes to Harris. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It's going to go on Skal Labissiere.
With a nice combination of strength and elusiveness, Harris makes things difficult for the defenders inside.
Sacramento making a switch here. Randolph has checked in. That's good from Harris. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
Yeah, the main thing here, though, guys, is just to make sure you get a two-possession game now.
Jackson kicks to Randolph. The pass to Hield. Cauley-Stein with the screen for Hield. Shot clock at 6. Over Bradley. And off the front iron, and in it goes. And that's now 7 points for Buddy Hield. On the wing, Harris. From deep. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Clippers lead by 5.
A good look there, and he didn't waste it. His second three of the game.
The dish to Hield. Rebound by the Clippers. 17 points was their biggest margin.
But the effort's been there for him, just not getting the results.
Kicks it out to Bradley. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 4 assists now tonight.
Beautiful execution, the rhythm, the timing, and Avery's a good finisher off the catch.
Now here's Fox. Hield with the bucket.
And that's his second triple of the game. Hadn't hit any in the first half. Maybe they made an adjustment at the break.
Now here's Bradley. Defense is right there. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Harris has got 11 in the second half.
He is starting to build up a little confidence. Hit just 1 3 in the entire first half, but he has hit 2 more since then.
Fox dishes to Cauley-Stein. And here is Hield. Takes the 13-footer. That one a little long. Beverly against Fox. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Tough guy to defend. Gallinari with the skill, the knowledge of the game, and gifted physically.
And the first one drops. On the last few seasons, the NBA has seen its share of teams that provide that villain role for the league. The Warriors, perhaps with Kevin Durant, LeBron when he was in Miami and now in Cleveland. Do you think having a villain in the NBA is a good thing for the league?
Well, I think the right type of villain. And when you start talking about Kevin Durant and LeBron James, those are right type of villains because they're getting criticized as a villain because of not of their actions on the floor or off the court, just the choices they made to switch teams. But both those guys, LeBron and Kevin Durant, so far has handled it perfectly, and that's why the league's in good hands.
Timeout called by the Kings. You look at Tobias Harris, he has really been playing well.
Yeah, they're going to have to talk about this. They got to find a way to get the ball out of his hands.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Tobias Harris.
Plain and simple, his scoring is what made him our pick tonight. Even when the D's given him all their attention, they just have not been able to contain him. If they backed off him for 1 second, he made them pay.
Here's Fox, and it's blocked by Jordan.
DeAndre is simply one of the most electrifying shot blockers in the game. If you put up a shot around him, you better put it up high.
Stolen by Jackson. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Elbow. 2.
Greg, you ask a lot of GMs. De'Aaron Fox, probably the fastest player in this year's rookie class.
And he plays at one speed. That's lightning. I mean, he's got speed to burn. Maybe not quite as fast as, say, John Wall, but he isn't far behind. He uses that quickness well also in terms of just busting seams on the offense. And at the other end, he can be an outstanding defender as he was at Kentucky.
That one is off.
They aren't making anything at the line today. This is a team that struggles at the line.
Vince Carter, he's checked in for Costa Koufis. And he sinks the second.
And how about the way Fox continues to improve his game? A capable scorer who also rebounds the ball well for his size, and still, though, he can improve on that perimeter jump shot.
Los Angeles with another miss.
Coming down the stretch here, holding the lead. You like him to be more efficient offensively.
The three from Bradley. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got assist number 5 here tonight.
For a guy who's much more natural shooting the long two, Bradley's worked hard to increase his range.
Now, here's Fox. There's the screen. Here's Carter. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Jordan's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. In the corner, it's Harris. Another one falls for the Clippers.
We will talk about feed the hot hand. That's what they're doing this quarter, which is why they've been able to maintain momentum.
Coley Stein, a screen. Pass to Hield. He kicks it to Carter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Coley Stein, a screen. Up again.
Wow, another opportunity. Just everything going their way. Pretty much the story of this game.
Bradley with the ball. Now guarded by Fox. Here's Harris. Again, the Clippers.
We know Harris is good off the dribble. Now becoming equally adept at the catch and shoot.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Jackson kicks to Hield. Coley Stein with a screen on Bradley. And Coley Stein has it in the corner. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Now the Clippers with it. They're on a 19-6 run. A baseline J. Here's Jordan. Second chance shot. And the rejection by Coley Stein. Now here's Hield. And stolen by Jordan. Outside Bradley. Lobs it up for Jordan. And last season, DeAndre Jordan leading the league in field goal percentage. Not a surprise when almost all his shots or dunks are lay-in Steve from 2 feet away, but he converts them.
Yeah, he does. I mean, it's hard to deal with a guy with that type of size and his strength and mobility. He can put you on a poster if he gets a step at the rim, and he can shrug off the foul attempt once he gets close enough.
And he can't get the first one.
DeAndre Jordan is just a physical specimen, an incredible defender and shot blocker, as well as a fearless and intimidating dunker.
Zach Randolph's checked in for Vince Carter. And he sinks the second.
And for DeAndre Jordan, he doesn't do a lot of things on the floor, but what he does do, he does extremely well, in my opinion. One of the best dunkers and finishers inside. He's also a fantastic rebounder on both ends.
And with Jordan, it's not a knock to say he doesn't do too much. You know, Steve, he knows exactly what he's got to do and how to execute it. He's very much a classic center.
Yeah, he is. He's a throwback center, and he stays within himself. But what he does at an elite level is rim protection, rebounding, and finishing.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Fox. Fox hits them both.
See, now he's getting defenders back on their heels a little bit, getting to the foul line here in the second half.
Clippers leading by 15. On the wing, Harris to the middle. Here's Gallinari. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
No hesitation. He took it right to the rack, but a quick reaction by the defense.
On the wing, Heel. Randolph a screen. Jackson from long range. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming, but he gets it back.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
Here's Fox. And stolen by Harris. Fox against Beverly. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Zach Randolph.
Gotta love the intensity of DeAndre, finding a way to be aggressive and get to the line.
Free throw good, Jordan. Second free throw, no good. The Kings trail by 19. Now Fox. He feeds it to Heel. Offensive rebound.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
He takes pride in how he crashes the glass. No one is getting in his way when he's in that area.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
And the initial rules for the NBA include that 6 personal fouls is the magic number before you're done for the game. It's been this way since, who can remember? But do you think 6 is the right number, Steve, for fouls? Or would you like to see them raise or lower it?
I definitely wouldn't want to see them raise it. I think 7 would be too much. Maybe if they lower it, that's a possibility. But right now I think it's 6. Maybe 5, or maybe you can experiment during some preseason games or in summer league. But I think 6 should be the maximum.
That free throw good from Bradley.
Here you have the consummate pro. Rare to see Avery Bradley complain or give anything less than 100%.
Passes it to Kufis. Back to Temple. Randolph a screen. Clock at 6. High arcing shot and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And the demands of NBA basketball, no secret. The league has taken measures, Steve, to allow players more time for rest, which is good, and more time for recovery, which is better. Less back-to-backs. Do you think more can be done and should be done in those areas?
You know, I know the league is looking at it. The less back-to-backs is fantastic, and I think they're looking at the travel and the recovery. So as more and more they can limit back-to-backs, I think that helps guys recover. I think guys get a chance to be ready to go, because playing a back-to-back is extremely hard. And I think guys on their own are doing a lot to be able to take care of their bodies in the offseason. So I think both the players and league are doing a fantastic job.
Here's Teodosic. Bradley, no one around him. Off target from three-point range.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Clippers.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Tobias Harris.
You know, as the game tonight evolved, he really put the team on his back. He was aggressive, effective, and the defense, they weren't able to adjust.
Here's Harris. The Kings getting the bucket. Rivers. It's good from long range.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
Well, this is less about winning the game now and more about making a bold statement.
Here's Temple, picked by Randolph. Temple to pass to Randolph. Outside jumper. Randolph, a screen on Bradley. Shumpert, no good. So the Clippers winning this one easily. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. DeAndre, you were active at both ends today. How did you get yourself going?
I think it was just us trying to come out and win a game at home. We know how important these are. Every game that we play is important, so we just got to keep it going.
And you protected the home court well, DeAndre. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.